Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to Strand Farm. Today I want to check out my seedlings. I have them sitting up on the IBC totes because that's where they get the most sunlight. And yesterday it rained all day long, so I put their little domes back on them. They're past the point where they need the domes anymore, but I had the domes on them yesterday just to protect them because the rain was so dang heavy. And I took them off last night so they could breathe again. Well, of course, when I was laying in bed, even after checking the weather and it was supposed to be cloudy for the rest of the night, there was a thunderstorm. Basically, I want to go check on them, and then I also want to separate them out because I planted 3 or 4 seeds per cell. It's a little bit bigger of a cell, as you'll see here in a little bit. I want to get them separated while they're still fairly young, so that way the roots haven't totally entangled themselves and they can rebound easier. Let's go on up to the IBC totes and we'll see how they look. Quick little side note here, when I came out this morning to check on the chickens, I put my hand over the tarp and it was warm, so I went ahead and pulled it back, and there was little bugs and stuff crawling around and steam coming off. And it's probably a good thing that we kept it covered up yesterday because it rained all day and all night long, and we would have been back to square one with a cold pile. It's trial and error, we're still learning, but right now we got a hot pile, and for that we're thankful. Aren't we, Bamboo? Ooh. You're such a good girl. Alright, so just a little tip. Maybe you have old seed trays like I do that don't have the domes on them anymore, but you still want to keep your seedlings moist and warm. Well, if you have black trash bags, that's what I'm using. I mean, I guess you could really use any kind of trash bag, but basically what I did was I just put my, let me get it out here really quick. So basically what I did was I just put my seed tray in this trash bag and covered it up. It does have a little hole in the top that was already there, and so it is able to ventilate, but so far nothing that I can tell has germinated except for this little blade of grass. But anyway, just thought I'd share that with y'all in case you were having the same problem. Alright, now I gotta go get my little seed pots. And I wear gloves for this part because I'm so scared of spiders. I know it's an irrational fear and I'm working on it. And yes, I know I do live in the woods, but it's something that I've been afraid of my whole life, and I've just found ways to cope with it, like wearing gloves. So we got to get up in here. Let's see if I can get in here. And I know there's spiders in here because me and James were in here the other day, and there were some big ones. I'll try not to scream if I see one. This is my least favorite part. This is all temporary, by the way. This little shed situation. Where are they? Oh no, I don't want to go back there. Alright, I can do this. This is not a problem. There are not spider webs everywhere. And I can see some over there. Oh, it's just it's touched me. Okay. Oh, not a big deal, not a big deal. Alright, we're just gonna grab it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh god. Careful, Moose. There's big spiders in there. I love you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you licking the table? You're such a good girl. Are you a table licker? Alright, so here's what I've been using for my seed starts this year, and it's working really good. Got a little bit of coconut coir. I've got some compost and a little bit of seed starting mix. So I'm just going to add all these together. Hopefully the wet and the dry will kind of balance out because everything's super wet. A little bit of this compost soup. I forgot to cover up this other seed starting mix that I have. This stuff right here. Look at that. Shovel down there. Alright, let's get this mixed. Alright, I don't think we're going to need any more of this. Move this out of the way. Alright, this little tool right here, I think I got this at a thrift store, but we use that to get the seedlings out. This is Chinese cabbage. I've never grown this one before. This is easier to do when the soil's a little bit more on the drier side, but this is what we're doing today, so we're just going to do the best that we can do. This little guy, I'm going to put him back in the cell. He's kind of small. I'm just going to get them all out and get them divided real quick here. See how these roots are starting to come together? I don't want them to get too entangled because I don't really want to damage them. When the soil's not soaking wet, it kind of just falls off. So we're just going to be very gentle here. Alright, so now, I think I should stand like this. It's easier. Save the backs, y'all. Save the backs. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is get these guys planted in. And the easiest way for me to do that is to just grab up their roots, grab them up by their roots, stick them down in that hole, and then cover them the rest of the way. And I like to hold them a little bit up above the soil, like above the top of the plant at the base, and just sprinkle the soil in. It does sprinkle in a lot easier if your soil is not sopping wet like mine is. I mean, it's not sopping wet. If I squeeze it, it's not dripping, but you know what I mean. Now, if I'm smart, I'll go ahead and write on these cups because knowing me, after about a few hours, I will have forgotten what was in here. So I'm going to put this marker back in the tray with these guys that are repotted, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe off these just somewhere for me to write on it and just write down what the heck it is because I will actually forget. Plain old rainwater. We'll just water them in real quick. Go ahead, Juan. Probably should have made a thumbnail before I got all muddy. I probably have dirt all over my face. Juan, we're not going to do this. You know it's trout. Juan. Ow! Stop! That hurts. Every time. Whatever makes you feel better, bud. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're a good girl. Alright, see you later.